Most of you know I appreciate a good grip on my Fujifilm gear, especially if it's camera I'm going to use on a long day like a wedding, event shoot, and maybe travel. Now, I've owned grips on my T2, T20, T3. This T4's got one on. I believe it's a SmallRig one on there. And of course, my X-E5 has one. And I've tested grips on other cameras, but those are the ones I've owned and used and abused. And up until recently, honestly, the brand that stood out the most for me was SmallRig. That was until I got the JJC kit for my X-E5, and this one hasn't come off since getting it. But here we are. SmallRig wanted me to give them another chance. So, you know what? Let's do it. Hi, we are here for you. Instructions. Not sure why we need that. In here, I do believe, is a shutter release, a matching one. Little red shutter release. That's fine. Business as usual. Nothing to really shout about there. A nice light microfiber case and the L grip itself. So textured silicone handle. This is the 5448 model if you want to find this particular one. Textured there at the usual rubbing point on the camera and on the inside. We've got a multi-tool on the back. We've got the quarter thread as expected. Room for the battery there. Speaker, etc. We're going to test it all out on the camera. It is pretty much business as usual. Love that there's no logo present. That is nice, and this feels good. Weighs 64 grams as well. So yeah, that is that. Now we're going to crack open the leather case. We've got braided and leather shoulder strap. I'm not into these shoulder straps personally, but it's nice, simple. That is decent, fair enough. Instruction manual for whatever that's worth, and the leather half case is in here. Everything is really well packaged. It's very simple stuff, but there we go. Good old silica gel and the leather case. Now this does have a logo on it. It's pretty discreet, let's just say. That's fine. Real nice solid grip there. All leather, foam grip there. Sorry, got distracted. Microfiber suede lining. That should keep things protected. And you've got your ports are available there. It's quite nice that. This might, I'm not sure. I might get back into these things. This might live, or this. Will it beat my JJC one? That's done me proud though. Thumb grip 5452. This should be business as usual, but typically until we look at it on the camera, is what it is. But we're going to look at it first, as we do. There's instructions. I think there's a shutter release in this as well. Yeah, so the same red shutter release. I want to lose that. And metallic thumb grip. You do have a bit of a notch, bit of a raised surface there. Tiny branding there, which is not a big deal for me. Probably can't even see that, can you? It's very delicate. It's simple. We'll see how it fares. Fitting was pretty simple, give or take the fact you need to use the tool on the bottom. You can line it up nicely with the little line on the back. Everything fits and feels just fine. Yes, there's a little logo on the side that I'd probably like to black out. Back, nice and flush. And let's tighten this up here. You can do what you need to do with the screen. That is fine. That shutter release button, I'm not necessarily a fan of these things, but it's fine. It does the job, I guess. Let us know what you think about these. I don't know. Yeah, that is all right. The tone is obviously a little bit off there, but it's not too bad. Looks all right, I guess. Leather half case time. Yes, I'm kind of happy with this. That's for another day. Turning it around, everything is accessible and it just looks really cool when I let it grab the focus. And that grip there is actually nice. It's quite hard. Fits in really, really well. Now you can access what you need to access when you haven't got a plate attached. Obviously you need the plate if you're going to drop it on a tripod, but that's not going to be my thing. It's just for the purposes of this video. Everything is accessible, again, when the plate's not there. That is really, really nice, and it feels nice too. Rather happy about that. Let's get this thumb grip on then. Nice, tight, solid fit. Bit of a bump for protection there. Don't mind that at all. Everything seems really accessible, bar the exposure compensation dial, which you're going to need to just work around a little bit. But I think that's quite a solid bit of kit. Yes, there's a bit of a logo there, but it's discreet. That is not too bad at all. What are we thinking? Is the L plate worth spending £37.90 on? Well, compared to my JJC grip, which has no logos, works just as well and is cheaper, I'm not so sure. But if you're a fan of SmallRig, which, you know, you may well be, I am, then why not? I do prefer the D-ring screw on my JJC grip. It's just much quicker to adjust than the SmallRig one, where you need to use the built-in tool or a coin or such to fit or remove the grip. Having said that, my JJC grip has been coming a little bit loose lately, but other than that, I really like this L plate. I'm just not sure about the price when we compare it to the JJC, but it gets the job done very well, and if you can pay the price, it should last as long as your camera. Now, the one that's really piqued my interest after using it for a bit is that leather half case. Is it worth £34.90? I think that is a really good price, especially when you compare it to the price of the L plate. Now, I'm never going to like visible branding, but at least with this, it's as discreet and as class as possible. So that doesn't put me off. Everything just feels really good. I'm actually really tempted to use it on my next trip abroad, which is in, I think, a month's time. Although, mind you, having said that, I'll be taking the T30 Mark III and the X-E13 to 35, I forget what it is now, you know, slow lens. So maybe not the very next trip, but when I'm back to my X-E5, yeah. It won't be my daily grip though, because I need an Arca Swiss plate of the L grip for my day-to-day stuff. But for holidays, yeah, I don't hate this at all. Now, last but not least, should you get the thumb grip at £15.90 if you're into thumb grips? Well, it's definitely well made. It fits really well. And the bump on the hot shoe cover isn't as prominent as I thought and doesn't trouble me at all. I guess the only real compromise is with the exposure compensation dial being blocked for the most part, where you would naturally turn it, or at least where I would naturally turn it. But I think that was probably basically unavoidable. The thumb grip doesn't interfere with the rest of the buttons, so it's a thumbs up from me, thumbs up from SmallRig. You know what I mean. Anyway, what are we thinking? Are SmallRig still the kings overall? Or are other brands catching up in this sector of the accessories market? What do you use, and what do you think they should be implementing? What do you think they should be doing? Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you there.